Baby down. Good morning, everybody. That's good. I want to change this up to that, so I might as well have left that open. Is that combat math? Can I reopen closed tab? I don't think so. It is cold out here. My mic is working, right? Mic's working. Camera's on. Cat in the cat cam. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I'm just waking up. First sip of coffee is always very important. That's the start of morning. Looks like the sun is out today, thankfully. It was cold yesterday. Global Methods Experience. Come on. Yeah, there we go. We want to add this guy. My apologies again for eating cereal on air. I have to re-log in every time I come here. That's why most people are always posting as anonymous. 'Cause it doesn't remember you unless you ask it to. It kind of defeats the purpose. Create issue from Solace had this last night. It's a bug, it's minor. Windows multiplayer. Don't need to add any files. Just gonna put that up there so I remember it. I'm gonna reopen these fast kill and harvest, yada yada. Just a few things to work on today. How come this is different than what I was just looking at? Is it only looking at bugs now? No, it's looking at everything. How come the list changed? What am I missing here? Why are these not showing up? Bug 113, open. There's that. It's just because it's morning and I didn't see that. I had that one open. Where's the one that I just made? 116, 119. What are we sorting by? We're sorting by priority. That's why. Let's go sorted by updated. This one, harvesters harvest more than storehouse capacity. Let's look at that. Cave golem. This guy. These are all the new ones I kind of want to look at. Before moving on, though I would love to move on, I do kind of want to think about what I'm thinking of doing next a bit. Might need some time off air before I get going on that. So we got Unity up, we got Visual Studio up. Peter says, deconstruct is not saving properly, nor is it refunding as expected in multiplayer. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Crafting experience. I think I can just use that as it is. So that's going to adjust a single experience using this if it's less than 0. If the difference in tiers is less than 0. Otherwise it's straight up. One times 1. In this case, we're only passing a 1, so we don't need to bother. Won't really need to worry. Well, yeah, it could be higher. Anyway. And then add bonuses, all of that. Okay, I think that's good. Let's do the same for enchanting, which probably doesn't need to be doing anything different anymore. This used to be different. I think it's all the same now. Looking at it here, but yeah, I think that should all be good. Tier, current tier, yeah. We'll try that out. Apply crafting experience. What is this? Get EXP to be awarded. And here we've got adjust EXP for tier. That's not how this should work. If tier diff does not equal XP, tier diff needs to be changed. And then it's doing that down here. Yeah. These get used when you do the tooltip and you do the mouse over and it checks it. This gets used when you actually apply the experience. And I'm leaning forward off camera all funky, aren't I? Sorry. It's still waking up. Had to take the garbage out. Freezing cold out. The reason this exists is because you can craft a whole bunch of stuff at once. And this makes sure that it applies the experience per level as it applies it. So you can't cheat into other tiers. You know, it'll diminish the experience as you level up if it's falling beneath the base threshold. We don't really need the tier difference here so much anymore. It's only used in those 3 spots, right? What we really want is prof tier. Equals, and then this is just a math floor to int prof level divided by 5. And we want that to update constantly while we keep going. We're just going to keep double checking that. Well, this only happens if we level up, so we're going to level up once. We're going to grab the new tier, and then we're going to make sure that EXP is getting handed to global methods dot adjust EXP to level. And this is again using EXP. This is the prof. No, this is the EXP tier. And then here we're using the prof tier. Otherwise, yeah, but this has already been adjusted. This is kind of the problem, I think. Apply crafting experience. No, yeah, okay, this is given prior to no, yeah. Now hold on a second. Get EXP to be awarded. And that's going to do that. So apply crafting experience. Where was that? Just a ways up the map. Dude, nobody's bothering you, man. You're fine. Is he looking at you bad? What are you doing, PP? Quit looking at her funny. Apply crafting experience. We're already adjusting the EXP here. And then we're going to attempt to apply it here. No, you can't come over here, kitty. So we're adjusting it twice if we do that. Don't think that that will give the intended results. Should probably just be adjusting it here once. Get EXP to be awarded. Apply crafting experience. But see, if we do level up, we do need to recalculate it. Could just find the difference in what it used to be, what it is now, huh? Subtract that? Well, so this guy here, he's just going to give me back my experience if I'm at equal or above. I think the problem is if it reduces it, it's going to end up reducing it again. Experience, EXP tier, let's do prof tier, and then we can just say this equals this times, which comes first? EXP tier divided by prof tier times EXP tier divided by prof tier, like so. If our experience is 10, and this is 10, and this is 10, we should get 10. But if our EXP tier drops, we're going to go to this. Now, the question is, what happens if this gets brought down to here? And this ends up being prof tier +1. I mean, already you can see it's getting modified. Yeah, that's not going to be the correct numbers. Not that anybody would notice or really complain, but I think we need to do Hmm. I'm going to need another variable for that, or two. We want to do float remaining exp equals adjusted exp by minus prof exp, and then we want to do float multi equals, and I always get this backwards. Say we've got a remaining 11 divided by an original 18. That's what we want. Remaining exp divided by adjusted exp before it was subtracted. And then exp we want to multiply by the multiplier to get rid of how much we used. Will you all stop bothering each other? And then we've got prof exp goes down to 0. That's true. After that, I guess, huh? Then we want to calculate the new tier, even if it's the same. And then the exp does not get readjusted. We're never going to touch the real experience. But we've lowered it here. And is there a chance that this goes upwards? Remaining exp equals adjusted experience minus yada yada. Adjusted exp, remaining exp. That should be good. What is it? Adjusted exp minus. Yeah, so this is always getting subtracted from. So it should always be creating a fraction. I think that's good. If exp is greater than 0, you can't come over here, and you kiddies need to stop messing with each other. What we doing? Everybody's all fired up in the morning. I've already got adjusted exp there, huh? Okay, so prof experience plus equals adjusted exp, and we're already making the check here. Greater than or equal to the level, so that's fine. Keep going equals false. Else keep going equals false. Okay. So we're adjusting the experience when we actually apply it. So this needs to be fixed to not actually adjust it. I believe we just want to do exp to awarded equals 1. we're going to find the bonuses. Now the only thing we have to do different here is get EXP to be awarded is also used by the interface in these situations. This is normal, and that's enchanting, that's fine. But for the recipe details UI float practice EXP, get EXP to be awarded. Now I'm gonna have to go and grab this. Can I do a get profession level based on recipe.profession divided by 5f floor to an int? So this is for the tooltip. Practice, EXP, and then craft. EXP is also different. And this isn't actually going to give the real number if you're doing like 20 things at once. But there's no, immediate way to calculate that anyway. I mean, I could set up a loop, but the player can't know. When it says you've got 45 out of 80 experience, and it says you're going to get 250 experience, you might actually end up getting 200 experience after you've leveled up. Well, that's not nice. The mic was unpowered. It was on when I started. I need to manage my cables a little better. Oh, well. Again, we're doing math clamp right here. We don't want to be doing that. I mean, in that case we can. For crafting, we did not want to do that. Yeah. If it's that, do that. Otherwise, return exp. And we're actually not using this yet, so... Just crafting exp to level. That's what we want. Put it here too, make sure we don't forget about it. Let's go check out the changes. Red chitin and fur today. Can you hear my wife's... Okay, there, she turned it down. Ridiculously loud. Cell phone behind me. Spider and rabbit showed red. It was hell trying to kill the rabbit. I thought that we set those up. A little different. Yeah. You got red fur. So did I. What about... Did I put a completion reward in? I did. That's got tier though, it's not got rarity. Rarity. Can be rare. Where did I mess that up? Generate self somewhere here. Wait, I'm looking at a harvestable object. Calculate rarity. If can be rare, return. This was probably multiplayer, wasn't it? Yeah. This actually gets fed to... the harvestable object script on the animal when the animal generates itself. So you can't leave it up to that like I was. Harvest animal AI. Get animal rarity. Let's see. We really ought to have a public reference to that. RPC enable animal. Let's get contact. let's do that. Public, or rather, let's serialize field. Harvestable object. Is it always animal? Harvestable animal. Harvestable animal. It should be. It should be fair. Harvestable animal. Harvestable animal equals null. And now I don't need to be doing these unless if harvestable animal is equal to null. Then I'll grab it. Otherwise, I should already have it. I should be able to feed it that. That way, I can say if harvestable animal dot kin harvestable animal dot rarity. No, that's not public. It's just serialized. It's not public. Can be rare, can be lucky, as basic as edible. Lots of different ways to do this. I could just go ahead and make this public. I think I'm going to go with something more like this. Public bool can be rare. Return can be rare. Now, if this can be rare, that should fix that. Set up, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that'll fix that. In the meantime, Animal AI 2 needs to do the same thing. Yeah, when we get to working on AI, I'm gonna consolidate all of this, but rarity. This is null. Go ahead and grab it. And that's just a safety check is all it is. Harvestable animal to return into a resource. That's where we want to do that. But we want to do this down here first. If you are null, go ahead and grab it just in case I forgot to put one on one of them. And when we go to generate ourselves, only if Harvestable animal can be rare. Do we do this? Otherwise we just stay at 0. That'll fix that. And all we have to do to finalize that is add those references. Did I finish this? I forget if I finished what I was working on. I think I did. Adjust crafting, EXP, that's what we were missing. And we are no longer clamping 0 to 1. Looks good. I do have to update the references for all of these. How far down is it? It's down at the bottom. Bear, boar, chicken, and this just saves it. How live is developing? Is he at least moving? Can you not see me moving? I am doing kind of a boring reference assignment task right now. Looks like I've messed some of these up already. Live development, you know, you got to be kind of interested in either the game itself or the profession, because it's definitely not日本の方ですか? Doing good, doing good. It's cold, but the sun is out. Should warm up. I probably messed one of these up. Didn't I? Viper, wolf, Arctic wolf, spider, snail, scorpion, rhinoceros, rabbit, pig, hippo, goat. Goat doesn't have an animal type. It's interesting. Fox, doe. Oh, is that what the goat problem was? Wasn't somebody having... Who was it? Cow, goat, quick sex, will die and be harvestable, but remain in a living animation state, doesn't fall over. That's different. Somebody said something about killing a goat in one shot, though, and it got stuck. I think that was something else. Anyway, that should clear that up, because these guys all know whether they should be rare or not. Let me write that down. One more day of bug fixes, hopefully, and then we're going to get into some new stuff. Dungeon generation. What are the forms related to? That sounds just about as exciting as my job. "15 boots, 3.75 EXP, there we go. Practice, 5.62. If I turn it up, still says 3.75 there. That's not correct, is it? Materials to use. Okay, so this should probably just be saying something more along the lines of practice description 2. This is actually plugged into the language system, believe it or not. I have not touched that system in quite some time. I don't even remember where that is. Language files, English, crafting, practice description 2 will be awarded for this practice. XP will be awarded for this craft. That really needs to be, and we kind of need to download an update. Let's go ahead and do that. People work on this, and I don't help them, and I apologize for that. There's just too many things to do. That somebody did something 2 days ago. I need to update the files themselves. Crafting file. Can I view the strings themselves? I forget. I can edit them. Very good. Is there a second page? No, thank you. Was it not crafting? What was I looking at? Crafting. There it is. Next page. EXP will awarded. Yeah, they're building stuff to meet anybody and everybody's needs, so it kind of just doesn't work for everybody, I assume. It's all the tools I've tried to use show up, kind of work, but there's always something missing for your specific case. I mean, this already is English. I don't need English translation. No translation suggestions. Do I have to? I mean, it's just the same thing. EXP will be awarded per practice. That's not what I... Oh, this... Right. XP will be awarded per craft. So, Jinx, you went through here and just plugged those in all for me, I guess, huh? Skinning. Yeah, there's lots to do here. I'm sorry that I'm not gonna do it right now. $11 months ago? Yikes. Thank you for that. I did add a bug myself today. Whether people will realize and use that has yet to be seen. But we can only try. VS View isn't working again, huh? What is this? Window capture. New source. It doesn't even see Visual Studio as an option. Not nice. How about Unity? You just go to Unity. Sometimes I need to look through stuff on my computer and I don't want it, showing everything and anything. Crafting translations, I'm just going to update this. This is fine to look at, but whatever. I'm just copying the language files. I forget, did I move? I moved all of these back to the C drive, right? Yeah, okay. C drive, assets, language files. Just gonna overwrite all of those, which is a bit scary, but they're actually all in version control, so that's fine. Okay. That should fix crafting. Let's go ahead and try and craft 2 or 3. Let's say 2. Just watch the numbers anyway. 3.75. EXP to be awarded 3.75. That's just... Because it's a tier lower, that's right. Yeah, why is my VS view not working? This bothers me. Like, there you go. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and give myself some iron. Smithing, armor, boots. 3.75. If I up it a tier, I'll get 15. It's a pretty big difference from just one. Tier 1, what if it's 2? Yeah, that's a pretty big jump. What do you get in the, what did you say you got? Mystery chest? What do those have in them? And what's the race? Do you like start like do you have a leveled character that you bring somewhere and then race against other people within the level? Or turn these debugs off, and I think we're good with that. It's not amazing, but it works. Yeah, I still want to double check that though. If we make 2, we should get, what, 7.5? Yeah, you can probably leave old versions in for a while, if it'll let you. Smithing, armor, boots. So I'm gonna make 2. 3.75 per craft, so I'm expecting to get 7.5. I've got 6. That should put me at, that only gave me 1. So that is incorrect. Glad we tried it. That is because player crafting itself is still using the old method here. Not here, but beneath it. We want to be doing adjust crafting EXP to level. Yeah, that should be better. And I better test. I'm doing a whole bunch at once too, and all of that. And updated, right? Per craft, good. Let's write that down too. Updated language files from crowdin. Just gave myself a bunch of metal. Gonna save. And don't need this firing constantly. Update inventory. It's fine, well aware of that. A large Amazon box. Oh, hopefully just the box. So let's say I'm making tier 2 stuff. I've only got a tier 1 smithing station. Great. If I were to make it though, I'd be making lots of EXP. That's great. So I'm going to go ahead and try and make a bunch of those. Let's upgrade this guy. I don't have any lumber. I'm going to craft as many of these as I can. I'm actually going to save first. Again. Floor pedal. I bought an elliptical and I'm not using it. It's kind of awkward. Maybe I'm just gangly, but I have to like lean forward and like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel very natural. Maybe I'm just not used to it. So I'm gonna make 12 of these. I'm gonna get 18.8 per craft, supposedly. I'm at level 9. That put me up to level 29. I don't know about that. I just got 20 levels. For 12 crafts. Yeah, I don't think so. Glad I saved. Why did that happen? Better put some debugs in here. Let's see. Needed to level. Get materials to level, prof level. Very good, very good. Adjusted EXP. Okay, so let's do debug.log EXP plus EXP plus adjusted EXP plus adjusted EXP plus, let's look at current prof tier, which we are adjusting. Yes? Prof tier, if we level up, we are adjusting it. Prof tier plus EXP tier. EXP tiers should remain the same across the whole thing. EXP remaining, let's do that. EXP, adjust EXP, adjusted. Right, that's what this is supposed to be doing. It's a while loop. If there's more than you need to level, it's going to level you up. It's going to remove however much used to level you up. It's going to recalculate your current tier in case it's gone up. And then it's going to come back, readjust the EXP. EXP times equals multiplier. So this is kind of the big thing here. Remaining EXP divided by adjusted EXP. Not positive I've done that correct. Say you used 10, so you're down to 80 out of 90. You should just multiply. I believe that makes sense. Let's try it. See what it does. Because yeah, it should be calculating on a per level basis. That's math though, man. You know I'm no good at math. I'm doing tier 2. I'll do 10. Now let's do as much as we can. What do we got? 12. 18.8 per. EXP remaining is not going down. What's up with that? EXP remaining is 80. Adjusted EXP equals 2.5 because it's higher tier. Adjusted EXP goes down and down and down. But EXP remaining. EXP times equals multi. So I'm not getting the multi right, I think is what's going on here. Which I expected, but remaining EXP, adjusted EXP. Adjusted EXP I believe that is working properly. I should get 1.67 now that I'm level 29. EXP remaining minus 207. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is per level up. So when this gets called, that means we've leveled up. Which means we should have spent experience because of the multiplier here. Remaining EXP divided by adjusted EXP. And this is always getting removed from... Nope, that's the problem there. We need This is needed to level. Let's try that again. Yeah, I think I was... Yeah, that would definitely mess it up. I was using the amount needed to level at that level. Not the actual amount for that player. It's just anybody at level 3. There's a method that gets how much you need to level at that level, because it scales a little bit up to level 30, I believe. But I believe it should work now. So once again, I'm doing 1 tier above me, and I'll go ahead and do 10. And yeah, there it's going down properly. So okay, I got 4 levels for doing that. That's understandable. I started out with 150 EXP. I was close to leveling, maybe not so much. I used up a bunch. As soon as I leveled, see, before I leveled, I was level 9, but then I leveled into level 10, so the adjusted EXP became the same as the remaining EXP, because I was on equal tiers then, current tier, tier 2, like this. If it's 1 to 2, I'm getting more. And then that was just not enough to level me up beyond that. So I think that's working now. Why did I get minus a second ago? Let's go back to tier 0 and make one of these. That's probably only giving me 1.6. 25, 26, 27, 28. I think it's not actually giving me the 0.6. So that could be nicer. And this could show me that decimal point if it wanted to be nice about it. It looks like it's rounding somewhere, yeah. Apply crafting experience. It actually, yeah, this is where we give it. I believe the experience itself, but it looked like it wasn't going up there. There floats. Let's look at everybody who talks to you. Smithing experience only gets referenced here. It only ever gets changed you can't even see it because it's not a direct reference. It's this guy here. Apply crafting experience. But he's not rounding. Professor EXP plus equals adjusted EXP. It's not rounding there. The recipe details UI though. I don't like how it was showing. The rounded experience. At 1.6 though, like it should have gone up 2 after I crafted 2. Was my point. Icon, title, description, level, tier, title, I think it's before this. Where is Where's the EXP? Profession title, profession, recipe profession, that's good. Level up, float to string. Get profession experience. This is a float, recipe profession. This should round it to the second decimal. That's the whole point of that. Or the first. If it's over 10, it should still show me the first decimal. Why is it not doing that? Let's do... Let's take a peek. Hey. Man, I hope it doesn't cloud up. It's almost sunny. Yeah, you definitely need to do a lot of logging to make sure your stuff's moving around properly. A lot of times I just build something and then hope it works. And if it does, you just leave it be. But when it doesn't quite like this, current prof exp equals 6. But look at this, 3.75. Current prof exp equals 9.75. And then there's a second call that's moved it down to 9. Who and why has that happened? That looks like post network update. Is the network rounding down when it sends to the player or something like that? Player crafting. Server update stats short. A short is an integer, isn't it? It's not a floating point value. What's a small float? Is there nothing shorter than a float? I guess not. Because an integer's got short, which is 2 bytes? Integral numeric types. 8-bit. Short is 16 bits, so that's 2 bytes. Floating point just doesn't have a 2-byter. That's not a big deal. So I don't want to be doing this anymore. Go ahead and just pass those as the floats that they should be. Update stats, learn recipe, blah, blah, blah. Target update stats, very good. You are now a float. 10 o'clock break. That should fix that. I do need to take my 10 o'clock break. Gotta go to the bathroom. I think I need to put a long sleeve shirt on. I'm freezing. I know I've got a park on, but I've got a Mario t-shirt on underneath this, and it's just kind of not cutting it. So I will be right back. Hey Noah, I had to put another layer on. It was freezing. Doing better now. How's it going? I put another layer on, but the layer's still cold. Take a minute to warm up here. The fun of living in an old house. Do we have anything we still need to test with this? Smith. Oh yeah, we were looking at small increments. There we go. 9.75. That's what we want to see, and if we do multiples, the EXP gets properly adjusted. Adjusted EXP 0. EXP remaining minus 35. So that's not working properly. That is weird. EXP remaining minus 135. How do you get that? That doesn't make sense. EXP remaining. Well, keep going. If EXP is greater than 0, I mean, adjusted EXP 11.25, right? Profession level up. EXP times equals multi equals remaining EXP divided by adjusted EXP. Remaining EXP gets calculated by needed to level. The final step. Minus 135. That's just weird. What are the variables can we look at? Don't think that I want to peek inside of these or leave it in here. I do want to look at it before it decides where to go. But prof tier, exp tier. Well, let's go ahead and check on these. Guess. Kind of don't trust my use of division. Just because I'm bad at math. Still there, Noah? Hi, kitty. So, hi. It's good, kitty. Let's say we're gonna use on tier stuff. It's gonna give me 15, like it did. 2 is gonna level me up. So I'm gonna get multi equals negative 0.5. See, that's just not how that's supposed to go. EXP remaining. What did that even do? I'm at 0 after I leveled. So yeah, there's something wrong there. EXP remaining equals 30. Adjusted EXP equals 30. Needed to level is 45, but I already had 30 or so, so I leveled up. Remaining EXP adjusted EXP minus needed to level. Yeah, I thought we already changed this. It's not, wait. Needed to level. It's not needed to level. It's, no, that's correct. Yeah. Remaining EXP divided by, adjusted EXP minus needed to level. Yeah, but it's like 10 now. It should be like 10 tiers high. Because it goes all the way down to like 0.01. There's just something funky with my math here it's giving me negative numbers. This needed to level number is, you know, it's not taking into account your current experience. It's just showing how much experience is needed at this level to level up. So then if you take how much XP you currently have plus what you're going to give it, if that's more than what you need to level, then you level up. Then the remaining experience, but yeah, you can't do this. Remaining EXP equals adjusted EXP. Yeah, no, that's fair. Minus, but yeah, not needed to level. This equals, oh wait, remaining is adjusted, yeah, not this. This needs to be needed to level, minus prof experience, because that's only how much that we're going to apply. And then, yeah, there we go. That's better. Hope that didn't save. I don't think it did. Yeah, that's the thing, you know, it's like, it's never wrong. It's just that I plugged it in wrong. Yeah, and that's what it's doing. It is a loop. This is all in a while loop here. So it goes through it once. And if it's got enough experience for it to level up, then it does level up. And then it's supposed to remove only how much EXP it used, but it was removing too much experience. I think it should be working properly now. So we're going to go smithing, armor, boots. I'm going to go up to my current tier. I'm gonna do it, so now I'm gonna do 2, so one's gonna level me up, and then the next one should adjust differently, as we see it did properly. 30 to 30. Well, I mean, there was still a loss there, though, because I only needed, you know, like 9 to level up out of this 30. Or no, yeah, I guess that's adjusted, so it was 15. But I should have, some of that should have bled over still. There's no bleeding going on, but it is working. If, however, I am now 2 tiers, I just did that twice. How come this is only called once? Oh, yeah, that's true. It's not... Yeah, it just uses however much EXP was thrown at it. It's not actually however many crafts I do. So it was 1.6 times 2. It just tacked 3 on there. If I do it again, it should go up to 16. Okay, so yeah, that looks fine. The only thing left to look at would be in the event... No, yeah, no. And again, that should... Adjusted EXP equals 30. So no, yeah, that worked. It worked. It only used however much it was supposed to use to level up. Then it kept all the remaining EXP prior to adjustment. Yeah, so that should be working good now. Fixed crafting... Fixed crafting, multiple crafts. I'm always bad at writing these. Fixed the math for multiple crafts that involve leveling up into new tiers. Fixed crafting math to spread to offer experience. Let's just say EXP. Fixed crafting math to offer XP over a much wider spread of levels. Let's say tiers. And I should probably test again. Like, what if I'm using tier 100? Somebody gives me some crazy high stuff. Oh, I'd have to upgrade my table super high then, wouldn't I? Still possible though, we should try it. I'm pretty sure that's clamped at, you can only get 175% EXP bonus. What do I need? I need some metal and I need some lumber. I'm gonna cheat that in. So I'm gonna have to make a facility first. Tier 100 smithing anvil. And now I can make, I could just do another one. I mean, how much? That only gave me 35. Yeah, which is 175. So I mean, that's the test right there, really. And this is going to give me 26.2, so it's not going to give me some ungodly number of EXP just because the... But I will level up nicely if I'm using high tier stuff. Okay, so that's good, that works. Fixed crafting math to offer EXP over a much wider spread of tiers. Wife playing really loud stuff in the background. I'm going to close that. Destroys my focus. Anyway, what were we working on? We got that working. I did want to look at that. Deconstruct not giving resources. Harvest more. Cave golem. Strike stomp. Even got a video. Why would that be? The goat. It is the goat again, though, isn't it? Did they both say goat? In many cases, killing an animal. He said a bunch. There was kind of something I noticed with goats that I fixed. Let's try it out on some different animals. What are you doing, kitty? Pacha. Cat's going crazy. I built him a perch above the window. A little scary sometimes when they're looking at you from there, though. Gonna go ahead and change it to daytime so I can see. And we'll go ahead and save. And I don't currently have stomp. And I'm gonna one-shot. I'm gonna one-shot stuff down. This guy's only level 1 though, so I can open with that. That'll be a weak little fireball. Now I just gotta find some animals. Like my tiptoe. And there's the grass error I want to look at. Why is there no grass here? I turned it on so I could take a screenshot yesterday. Yep. Let's see. Need a cow. Should just make a little cheat method for me to spawn whatever I want in. Might be the way to go if I don't see there's a goat. I'll save while I'm looking at the goat. And I'm gonna hit him and stomp him. He died fine. Maybe I have to do it a little bit faster. Parameter type speed does not match. Interesting. I'm still really cold. The sun is behind the clouds. It needs to come out. I can see blue sky. Why is the sun not coming out? So I want to do this like immediately just to test it. Yep. Yeah, I might have fixed that course. guys might be talking about multiplayer. Don't think they specified. Windows single player. Yeah, I think I fixed that because there was the goat animal type was not set up on the goat. I'm a bit concerned that he said cow, goat, etc. Cow knows that it's a cow. Okay, it says an animal quick strike stomp combo. You sure this happened to cows and other animals? There was a thing with goats I think I fixed. How would we foresee this happening? Attack entity damage string if health is less than 0. If animator does not equal null. Trigger animation death. 結構寒いね。あれつける？我慢する？聞いてない？それつける？俺も寒い。We're gonna turn the heater on. Hi kitty, you're probably cold too. Right that now, honey, thin him.
これなくてもできるはずだよ。
いや、電気入ってないからこれ昔からこれでやってるじゃん。まあしすぎ。寒いね。太陽が出てこなくて。Yeah, it's blue sky somewhere else in the world. Not over us. It's cold. Let's turn the light on too. Yeah, cold kitty, huh? Poor kitty. She's gotta sleep inside the warm house. Tough life. That wouldn't affect it. If the animator was null, that could affect it. Oof, that's colder than we got. We were at like -1C last night. It's probably supposed to get up to like 6 today or something. Today's supposed to be the real cold day, and then it should warm up a little bit. Which is like 28 maybe, F. And then it'll warm up to 45 or something today. Our house is just old, and we have single pane glass windows. Can you believe that? It's ludicrous. Animal stats, rarity, blah, destroy, run. I can see the animator speed not happening. If animator equals null, return. Would that ever happen though? Really? And why don't we do if animator equals null. When, I mean, when would animator be null? That's silly. Cow animator. Everybody references their animators from the get-go. Bear is special, but he's still got his animator. Hippo, pig, rabbit, rhino, scorpion, snail, spider, stag, viper, wolf. They all know what they're doing. That should be fine. Don't need that. And I'm just going to double check references to the animator itself. I believe the mob finder touches them. Enabled. Yeah, he doesn't ever. There's nothing that ever sets it to null or destroys it. Could set it to false. Who sets it to false? Monster AI. This is on trigger exit though, and that's accepted. Then again, probably need to upgrade this. What if another player's mob finder triggers player's script controller.client equals null return? I guess that's okay. So if another player triggers this, of course that's only going to affect the local animator. Yeah, I guess that's fine. And we are watching the enablers. Okay. Yeah, it should be good. I think it was just that goat problem. It's amazing how close Korea is to Japan when you actually look at it on the map. I closed my... Hello, Mr. PC guy. How's it going? I accidentally closed my game settings. That's the one I leave pinned up here. So I'm just going to leave that open, but I believe that I have fixed that. Multiplayer deconstruct, not giving resources back. Let's check that out. I've got multiple instances of Unity running so that I can fake a server and fake a client on the local host. So I'm going to do that with this one. We were just talking about how cold it is where we are. Where are you, Art, actually, in the world? AKA Lucian. Start client. Forcing local. I'm in central Japan, and it is... I actually saw somebody brought snow down from the mountains yesterday. I went to a home center, and there was snow in the parking lot in just like one spot. Somebody had come down from the mountains or something. First snow I've seen of the year. I went to deconstruct. I guess it doesn't matter where I am. I think I have tools even, so I can just grab some wood. And I'm going to start a new structure. And let's just do a bunch of structures. Foundations. We'll just make... Let's go in this direction. I guess I only need to do one. Deconstruct did not give me my timber back. Did I get like an error? Wood foundation command deconstruct? No. Let's go look at the code then. It's going to be player building. Kansas City. I have never been to Kansas. I've never been further east than Montana. And even then, only just the west border of Montana. I think. I might not have ever actually been into Montana even. I had family in Idaho, and there's a theme park like right on the border. I don't know if you actually did cross into Montana or not, though. What was that called? Silverwood, I think it was called. Anyway. Command... What did I push? Whoops. Command deconstruct. I got a sneeze coming on. No, it's gonna go away. Went away. Refund deconstruction. So this is probably tier and rarity. That triggered... I bet it's trying to give stuff back to... No, this is on player. It should work. Let's just make sure that this is server. Yeah, no, it's doing player. This is the... That's no good here. We need to go client. That could even cause bags to get dropped at the start if the server was getting overflowed. That'd be funny. Louisiana. Yeah, I had a buddy lived in Louisiana for years. I think he went to school in Louisiana. He ended up meeting his wife in Kentucky, though, before he moved back to Washington. I'm from Washington. So what is the race? Do you start a new character and then like try to see how far you can get? And I believe add item will automatically try to update itself. Change slots, yeah, it's doing that. So I think that that will fix it. I'm going to turn these debugs off just because that's going to be annoying. And let's try that again. I could have saved after harvesting those trees, but no biggie. New character, level 1, 7-day max time, different levels of prizes per level you make it to. Oh, so it's not necessarily... Like, what's the race aspect? I know some people can get to, like, level 60 in, like, 2 hours. Even if you're not beating everybody else, you're still eligible for some prizes. Right. Yeah, that's the thing. Some people are just crazy at that game. I've watched like how to level up quick videos. It's just like I can't. I'm not that cool. I've never gotten to 85, I don't think. I've probably gotten to, I don't know, 70 something. And that was with totems, so I feel kind of cheap. Or no, I think that might have been summoner. I think summoning and summoner and totems are the only times I've gotten like high level. Feels kind of like cheating. I'm not really doing it myself. Construct, deconstruct. It's working. It's not updating this immediately, which is kind of annoying. It is working though. Let's see if we can't improve that. Update specific area. I've got that. Target, update, building, layout, connection to client. What is this doing? Building UI, area selected. That should happen post. The other update specific area, which is going to immediately call for RPC update, but still fall behind just a tad. Updating new structure. Null reference exception. Yeah, that's not nice. Because of that. Target update building layout. Why do you call player script controller? Stop doing that. Client player interface building UI area selected. Yeah, I don't know about crafting, and I never figured out crafting in that game, to be honest. I'll use the, what are they called? The orbs on stuff, but their whole system of combining stuff confuses me. So this is just falling behind. We should really call this post. Well, we don't know that the area has been selected, but can we do just like a refresh post target building layout? This is going to, that's not what I meant. Update specific area. This is going to RPC it down to a player. If we're now on a client, and if the current structure is this and the UI is open, update layout, type selected. Yeah, it's trying to. Refresh the UI if we're looking at this area. Let's put a debug here. Refreshing building UI. This might clear specific area. Of course, then there's this too. And he's doing the same thing. Refresh building UI, post, clear. There's another one down here. Building data current structure equals this, and building data building UI is open. Refresh building UI, post, update. Anyway, the other one that is getting called is this guy. Area selected. Let's just do it from here. Target area selected. Let's try that one more time. I mean, it's like you have to combine what? Yeah, like a ring with like a gem, but it's a skill gem, and that makes, you know, there's no like, I don't know, it's just the use of ingredients confuses me. You know what I mean? It's not the same. I already actually have a bunch of lumber. I probably don't even need to be cutting these trees down. And I should go ahead and save once, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna try it out again. Wood foundation. Deconstruct. Gave me my stuff back. Target area selected. Refresh building UI. Post update and post clear. I didn't do that very well though. Let's build it again and clear. Now I'm going to construct, refresh building UI, post update. Good, that worked. It showed the deconstruct. Target area selected. Is this messing it up? Building UI, post clear. If I select floor again, it's going to work. What is target area doing? Is that messing it up? Let's disconnect while those are still there. Save on the server and leave. And what if we don't do this? Target update building layout. That's good for when we're constructing new stuff, I think. Did I not click play? I didn't. Starting the server up. I wish I knew how to build a warrior class in Path of Exile. And I've tried to watch how to do it, but they're always like, okay, at level 86, this is what you want to do. And I'm like, I'm not that cool. I love melee and fantasy games. But it's just so slow, it feels like, in Path of Exile when you're actually doing melee. I guess, you get to like swipe and the flame strike and some good stuff. Just doesn't compare to like Summoner or Totem or some of the Archer builds I've seen and stuff where you just zap the whole map. Those trees respawned. That's a little weird. Deconstruct. Still didn't update. And that causes an error to pop up. Refund deconstruction. Recipe, get building recipe for a building that doesn't exist, which is being called by command deconstruct. Which is up here. Command deconstruct building slot, switch, north edge. If it's not null, then you're destroying it. Yada yada yada. Refund deconstruction. I mean, I guess in this case, just, you know, if building is equal to building's null, just return, because you can't get anything back for that. The problem persists, though, that this is not updating properly. Target area selected. Construct, refresh building, post, update, good. Deconstruct, refresh, build, that's still triggering. I thought I told you to stop that. Who called you? Did I not save it or something? I might not have saved it. I do that sometimes. Deconstruct, target update. Oh, this is the one right here. How come it's not? I changed it somewhere else, didn't I? Target update. We don't need you to be called. Who did we change? This guy. Command deconstruct upgrade. Oh, yeah, well, we probably don't want that one called either. Update specific area is going to call it likewise. Okay. So we need to try that once more after a recompile. I never got into Path of Exile's building either. I know you can build your base. I kind of never got the purpose of that, though. If there was a benefit. Kind of makes me think of Fortnite before they went Battle Royale. Because I had fun with that game, to be honest. It was way too much of a grind. The levels were really slow. But where you actually built your base up, and then you would trigger the attacks, that was fun. Let's select this guy, clear, and deconstruct. Okay, that worked properly this time. Construct, deconstruct, getting construction stuff back, very good. Alright. Something else we need to test via the server, no doubt, but I'm going to go ahead and turn these debugs off first. Where was the other one? These two. Don't need you anymore. And while that's compiling, let's see what we got. Fixed in 0.7.0. I believe we're at 18 now. I haven't updated that yet. Hopefully the last 7.0. So I would like to move on to new waters tomorrow. December 15th. I know it's possible. I'm just, I'm just not that cool. Just feels really slow leveling for some reason. But I haven't played Path of Exile that much. I've only gotten past 50 maybe 3 or 4 times. Along with The UI not updating immediately as intended. $3 months. I can't play a game for 3 months. I play for like a week. Harvesters harvest more. Cave golem killed. Animation still walking. Can't loot. This is a tough one. I believe I have some cheat codes for this. Everybody look away. Oh, this isn't working. What's going on here? Window capture. You, sir, are supposed to be capturing this. When I've got my old... Yeah, whatever. It's the old view, but I need to just look at this script real quick. Actually, you know what I can do? I can go back to here. No cats? Oh, there's one cat on the cat cam. I'm just going to move this over here real quick. And I want to look at this. And I know there's something like monster. Spawn monster. Is currently set up to be an obsidian golem. What is he looking at? That's a crystal golem. Mob manager. Let me look at you. Everybody recompile. I'm currently set to spawn number 6. Let's do crystal golem just to be safe. Which is under prefabs, managers, and I need to adjust my heater real quick. Tonight. Wife's worried about being on camera. It's her day off. She's in her PJs. Doesn't matter though. Right. I'm looking at managers. I'm looking at mob manager. Real quick here. Mob manager. Monsters. Missing elements. Well, that's certainly not going to work. Wonder what's going on there? Who uses this? Who uses this? Manager. missed chat here for a minute. Google recognize. Yeah, it probably hasn't changed. If it wasn't working, it probably still isn't. Yeah, Christmas isn't really a big thing over here, but we'll probably do a Christmas dinner, and I'll take Christmas Day, maybe Christmas Eve off. When is what days of the week are they? Thursday, Friday. Yeah, the thing is, Japan, this would be off for like everybody. Or maybe like the 28th will be work, and then you'll get, it should be 28, 29, 30, 31 off for everybody. And then like good companies will go all the way to the 9th, even for like, you'll get like 2 weeks off for the New Year's. Company I used to work for probably go back to work on like the 5th or something like that, and probably work on the 28th because they're kind of not super awesome. But like I think banks probably closed until like the 8th or something like that. So I've got a list of monsters here. Who uses that? Nobody. Only the console cheat method, so not a big deal. Kinda not.
Hi.
Yeah, whatever.
Hi.
Anyway, crystal is 5. Obsidian is 7.
日替わり寿司ランチって何？寿司？
If I want to look at crystal, I want to look at 5. I think I can spawn them above ground. Probably want to
バカ高いわけ？
do it in a cave just to be safe, but it's my wife's mom on the phone. I don't think you guys can't hear that at all, can you?
うん。中華以外、さ、おこわのお店あるじゃん。
Yeah, you can kind of hear that, can't you? A little bit. They're trying to figure out what to buy me for lunch in the background. My wife's mom is going to stop by. Go ahead and start the server.
あ、カエルさん、カレーとなんかタゴサクの弁当かどっちがいい？
タゴサコ？
おこわ。
どっちもいいよ。
どっちでも、今スズランにいるからどっちでもいいよ。どっちがいい？カレーとなんかタゴサク。
じゃあカレーとナンがいいね。
カレーとなんがいいって。
バターチキン。
バターチキンカレーがいいらしい。え？バターチキンカレー。そうなんだ。
茶色いよりは黄色いのがあれば。
茶色いより黄色いカレーの方が好きらしい。
なければ何でもいい。
でも別に何でも大丈夫だって。え？カエルさん聞いてる？
うん。
どっちがいい？
チキンマサラでいいよ。
チキンマサラがいい。
I'm getting some free chicken curry. Sounds good to me. So what am I doing? I'm going to try and... when he's going to kill me as soon as he comes out here if I don't put this stuff on. It's like the rest of the world. We have Japanese food, but that most of the time we're not actually eating Japanese food. Where I live, we're famous for pasta. A lot of pasta and pizza places around here, and they're gonna buy me some chicken masala, Indian curry, and I think they're both gonna have Chinese food. So it's Just because we live in Japan doesn't actually mean we eat Japanese food all that often. So he might kill me. I think I can spawn. I think I can specify his level. What was the command there? No, I can't use that command on multiplayer, it looks like. Let's see if I can fix it so that I can. Hi, kitty. What you doing? I want to do... Oh. Hi. Yeah, Korean food's got some definitely tasty stuff. Don't have a lot of Korean restaurants over here. Japanese and Korean kind of don't get along too well. Not the most common thing. I bet you get some good Korean food in like Tokyo. I'm kind of out in the country though. Start coroutine. Does that really need to be a coroutine? And if it does, can't I... Yeah, he's inactive, so how about I go like this? Can I do that? That's yeah, that works, right? Start coroutine. And just looking to place him somewhere. It is going to try and go for the player. So, in the case, can I upgrade that as well? Let's do that as well. Client, spawn monster, client, and I want to do... Sorry for not showing you this. These are just kind of my dev cheat codes. I don't want to give out. Change that, and we should be good. Korean barbecue is the correct term, but over here, Japan, they just call it cooked meat. That's literally how it translates to cooked meat. Barbecue. But they're always Korean restaurants. Well, I guess they're not always, but it's a Korean tradition, so most of them are Korean, and you get a little bit of kimchi for just sitting down, and whatnot. Just call it yakiniku. Can you hear in the background at all? I think you'd have to have headphones turned way up. I love Korean, I think it's bulgogi, it's called. Bulgogi. And Gyapsaru something something. Don't care about you. Let's see if I can do this now. No, oh yeah, it's trying to do it. Hmm. 1860. Prior to that worked. 1860 did not. So the go function didn't work. But I'm calling number 5, which is slot 6, which on the mob manager 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wanted to call crystals. I wanted to call 5, didn't I? Yeah, 5, which is actually slot 4, because there's a 0. But no, this has 0 right there. Okay. So I do want to call 4. Do we not have fire golems? I thought we'd have fire golems. Are we not spawning fire golems in lava lakes? You can hear the occasional cat. You can't hear my wife listening to her cell phone really loud in the background sometimes. Which is fine. It doesn't bother me. It just kind of distracts me is all. I don't think that alone will solve the problem, but we'll give it a try. Server's up. I'm just trying to spawn a crystal golem via client-side admin hacks. And I'm having trouble with it. Did that work? Or did we get an error on... Got an error on the server again. Game object has been destroyed, but you're still trying to access it. Now, why would that be? And why do I care about a null return right here? And is there not a golem here somewhere? There is not a golem. Network server spawn, go. Let's do a debug.log. Game object name. Try that again. Yeah, I wish I had an office door. And she's kind of taken up office in the bedroom lately, because there's another desk in there, and it's a smaller room, so it heats up really well. This is a really big room. It doesn't heat up very well. And she watches they're like it's like a comedian lady that has like 4 kids, and it's just like their daily lives, I guess, with like, you know, they're like these young kids that are like 2 and 3, so they're just yelling and screaming all the time. She works from home sometimes. She's a career consultant, and it's all kind of weird right now because of Corona. Normally she would do one-on-one counseling, but some of it they're like doing it via, you know, Zoom and stuff right now. So she can do it from home. Crystal Golem spawned, but then he looks like he destroyed himself right away. Why would he destroy himself right away? He's probably recognizing that he's not in a cave or something silly like that. Let's go look at the Crystal Golem himself. Crystal Golem Ragdoll has a monster AI spawn on him. I'm gonna look for all instances of destroy. If the encounter AI is null, yeah. That would do it. Building mask or player mask? Didn't I try to spawn him out a ways from the player? Yeah, player position 35 north. So I should be able to spawn him. I just, let's do if go does not equal null to stop that. And then I just need to get to an area where he's not going to spawn on those buildings, I think, is all that's going on. You mean, is she not allowed to see the sun? She actually does a lot of seminars and like, you know, like how to go through a meeting. People that have left the workforce for raising kids or whatever, and they want to get back in and don't know what to do. That kind of you know, it's like a government program thing. I just need to get away from these buildings, I think. And it's going to spawn, I believe, to the north of me. No. Still not spawning. 35 on the X. That's gonna be the way I'm facing, right? Nope. That's gonna be to my right. which is gonna be to the east. Nah. I got that wrong, right? That's just my X, yeah. The real X is this way, yeah. So he should have spawned it to the north, 35. There's no buildings up there. Why did he not spawn? Let's look at that again. Ray. Yeah, there we go. This is supposed to be client.transform. Okay. Client mama managers. This guy, however, yeah, you can stay like that. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, one more time. No, he's allowed to. I do have it set up so this wouldn't work if I tried to do it inside a cave, actually. I used to have this one too, that was spawn cave monster, because I've had to test them in the past. But I turned that off somewhere, which is fine, because I'd like to just be able to spawn him outside. I'd like to be able to spawn him by name or something, but yeah, it's not important right now. This should work though. It just wasn't built up for working in multiplayer. It was only working single player. But I believe I have properly upgraded it now. Oh, I'm still in Visual Studio View. That's fine for just one more moment. Client is loading. Client has loaded. I'm going to be spawning to the north. There's a nice clearing up there. Okay, there we go. So now I've got a crystal golem walking around out here. And I forgot what I was even trying to do. Cave golem killed, animation still walking, can't loot. Multiplayer. Single player was okay. Hey, buddy. Yeah, he did. Still standing there. Oh, I was able to loot him. And that got rid of him. But he did not. He didn't do his death properly, that's for sure. What is this? Basic attack. Why are you calling? I don't need you. Go away. Attack 1 does not exist. Yeah, it would just stop on whatever animation it was doing. I killed him while he was idle. It's not you. Let's look at the crystal golem himself. Monster AI. He doesn't have, let's see. Trigger animation. Attack 1, attack 2. I'm gonna find these and go look at them. Virtual void attack. Death hit. And he's just your regular monster AI. That's fine. RPC trigger animation. death, get hit, attack. Okay, and then let's look at what he's actually got on him. He has punch. Okay. So we want to just rename these. Hit chest, hit stomach, hit weak, hit medium, hit hard. Or what do we want to do? Let's see. Biome cave. Does he know what it is? He knows he's a crystal golem. He doesn't have a enum though. Kind of do just want to change these. Golem death. Die. We need to just change this to death. Well, and actually I'm supposed to be turning him into a ragdoll. That's why he doesn't do the die animation. And he is marked properly for use ragdoll. Upon death, animator enabled equals false, get component capsule collider enabled equals false, and then just go to death. Is that how that works? I should have looked at it on the server. It's probably just not getting set through to the server or the client properly. Let's do... Yeah, let's go look at it on the server. I don't think there's any good way to make that work on the server. Ragdoll, that is. Because each of the pieces are individual. I guess I have to set up the ragdoll pieces as individual network children. Gonna load up and spawn another dude. And now let's go look at him on the server. Scene view. So there he is. Now I'm gonna go and smack him. So he's dead here, and on the server, he has ragdolled properly. But I guess, Let's try just enabling the ragdoll across the network and see how that works. Nothing currently, that's the problem. we're setting it false right here, but we're not doing it on the client. I need to do these two things on the client as well. I got a bunch of stuff here for play speed, audio, enable. I can disable the animator. Let's just do something like client RPC disable capsule collider. If I think it's just I was doing a get. Yeah. Get component capsule collider dot enable equals false. Let's try that. The only ones using the ragdoll currently are the crystal golem and the obsidian golems. Preferably more of them would be doing it because it makes it easier for them to harvest them, you know. The way the stone golems in the caves, you know, how they'll just kind of fall over, but you still have to loot their feet. That's because the collider's not moving with them. If they were all set up to ragdoll, which isn't too difficult to do, then they'd look better, honestly, doing their death fall. It is kind of annoying in caves sometimes when they, you know, they'll like to fall down a hill or something, but that's kind of fun, honestly. And then you can target any of their body parts to loot them. Just seems weird to me that the animator is smart enough to break all of the ragdoll functionality. Oh, what's happening? Did I not start the server up? Nope, I didn't. You know, we're just turning the animator off, and then the ragdoll kicks in. It's kind of weird. The ragdoll is a whole series of joints, you know, and physics scripts. I'd like to make sure that those are not running while the animator's on, but I'm currently not. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Brandon. It must be YouTube. So I'm just gonna hide my cheats here again. My apologies. Spawn a golem and whack him. That worked. I want to make sure he's in the same position. Looks like it is. He's kind of facing... Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go stand right on top of him. And the direction that he's facing. Yeah, that looks like he's in a pretty different spot there. Okay, so I'm standing right on him here. And on the server, I'm not. So that's a bit of a problem. Which is funny because the monster AI doesn't matter so much as the network transform. This should be updating where he is at. But locally, we're overriding that, I guess. And so I'm not gonna be evil waffles. Thank you for the follow. See, now I'm not able to loot with this guy because he's more like over here. So we got the animation fixed, but... Oh, actually I had the server paused. Maybe I can loot him. Let's try. Yeah, it looks like I can. Because it's calling it by ID, so that works. As long as you're alone, it just would look weird if you had your buddy over here and he was like, what are you doing? The golem's over here. Interesting. Why is the transform not interested in updating his position? We disabled the capsule collider here, which I suppose is what the rigid body was making use of, so now it doesn't really know what to do. That's kind of the whole point, huh? I could put a network transform child on something like the chest. Who's got a collider on him? This guy does. What happens if I add a network transform child? Is he spawned? He's not spawned. Network identity, let's spawn it. Yeah, I didn't like that. Didn't move him either. I mean, it works, you know, as far as... Oh yeah, it doesn't know how to spawn that, of course. So it works... Yeah, we'll leave it like that for now. How would I get that improved? The problem being... the position is no longer updating properly. We could do something silly like in update. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Could say an update if it's dead and it's using ragdoll. Send it down there, but that's not what we want to do. The rigid body is not capable of figuring out stuff beneath it. Not getting light from low-level regular cave mobs. What level are you? So adjust the XP to level, and only if you're getting some experience are you going to get rewarded light. Is how it's coded currently. What exploit is that? I'm going to call this good for now. Monoliths and towers, huh? Just not making that check, huh? Tower is, you know, the round towers. Guard to the port overload if EXP equals greater than 0. Doesn't look like you should be able to do that. What's the other one? Dungeon AI. I haven't changed it since 0.14, but it looks like they're all checking properly, unless they're doing something. Let's see, player client, report monster death. Let's double check this guy. Death dealer, if is server, death dealer. Why are we doing it like that? If is player death dealer equals client, death dealer, report monster death, client. Transform, position. This adjusts properly. Just level the EXP level, client player stats dot level, add experience. Should only work within like, I think 9 levels or something. That's if we're single player. This is when we're not single player. In any case, it's going to happen on the server, but still we're looking at client properly. Yeah, I don't think so. Let me know. Close this. Harvesters harvest more than storehouse capacity. Other client equipment not updating properly. This is a kind of a tough one to look at. Let's see how I can do this. What if I start up it's not gonna work because the server's different. We have to build a test build. Don't need any of that. Let's go with the test build. What kind of a tower was it? Was it the round one, or... And you're talking about getting light from the monsters? Or for clearing the tower? Oh, well, if you're getting XP from them, you'll get light. But you're getting EXP from level 140 mobs at level 349? That doesn't sound right. Anyway, my wife's mom is here, so 7 minutes early, but I'm going to sign off here because they're going to start talking to me. Take a lunch break, and we will be back in an hour. I'm going to get this set up so that we can get 3 clients going at once here. But yeah. Lunch break.